So we finally have a new best iPhone. So what's up guys, I am back, and if you remember, last year iPhone 7 came out and Apple said that this is the best iPhone they have ever made. Now if you own one and you're thinking to upgrade to the iPhone 10 but you cannot decide, well, this video is for you. We're gonna compare every single detail and compare both to help you find out if it's worth the upgrade. Now we're gonna start with cameras, and both of them have a 12 megapixel rear shooter with an aperture of f1.8, though the iPhone has an extra telephoto lens with an aperture of f2.4. The front-facing cameras are 7 megapixel on both, but the iPhone has true depth effect camera system this time around, making the selfies better. You can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second on the iPhone 7, whereas we can shoot 4K at 60 frames on the iPhone 10. A $4,000 camera does that. Now keeping the aperture same, Apple used a new sensor, letting 23% more light into the image. The most significant change on the iPhone 10 is that new 5.8-inch full infinity display compared to the 4.7 on iPhone 7. We get a resolution of 1242 into 2800, creating 528 pixels per inch on the iPhone 10, whereas the iPhone 7 has a resolution of 750 into 1334, creating a pixel density of 326. Both have 3D touch on them. iPhone 7 covers 65.6% screen to body ratio, whereas the iPhone 10 covers 93% screen to body ratio. That is a lot of screen to use on the phone. Now both have ion strengthened glass, whereas the iPhone 10 now has Gorilla Glass 5 and a more toughened glass. So that's that. Now Apple actually integrated Face ID, replacing the organic Touch ID sensor that we all loved. So if you want Touch ID, go for the iPhone 7 or go for the iPhone 8. Now both of them don't have a headphone jack, so audio junkies should look elsewhere. Now the iPhone 10 has Bluetooth 5.0 compared to the 4.2 on the iPhone 7. Now the iPhone 7 does not have a glass back. It is made out of aluminum. That means it does not have wireless charging, whereas the iPhone 10 has a glass back, so you can actually wirelessly charge and fast charge the phone, so that is pretty nifty. Now the iPhone 7 has a 1960 mAh battery compared to the 3000. It's not claimed by Apple, but they say it's 2 hours more battery than the iPhone 7, so it's a 300,000 mAh battery on the iPhone 10. Now here's a speculation. The colors that were confirmed earlier were blush gold, silver, and jet black, but we're only gonna get jet black and silver on the iPhone 10, and we have 5 colors on iPhone 7. They're jet black, matte black, rose gold, gold, and silver. Now the iPhone 10 has a new A11 Bionic chip that is standard across all the new iPhones. Then the iPhone 7 has a A10 Fusion chip. Now the iPhone 11 has a processor that is hexa-core, and the processor on the iPhone 7 is a quad-core. We get 3 gigs of RAM in the new iPhone 10. That is a lot of RAM for an iPhone and iOS to do. We can do a lot with that. Whereas 2 gigs on the iPhone 7. The iPhone 7 has 3 storage options, 32 gigs, 128 gigs, and 256 gigs, whereas the iPhone 10 has 64 and 256. iPhone 10 starts at $1,000 and goes up to $1,100, and the iPhone 7 starts at $649, so that's that. So the conclusion here is iPhone 10 is a great device, has all the new things, but Samsung does that too for a cheaper price, and the iPhone 7 is not a bad phone at all. So I'll leave the decision to you guys. Comment down below which phone you like more. Until then, please like, comment, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Peace.